What's up, everybody? It's your favorite coach and mine, me, Brian, here at Titanium Training, bringing you guys your next workout for the day. So, with that being said, if you guys have already looked on Facebook and or Instagram for whatever the actual workout looks like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk through it like I normally do so you guys understand how the protocol works and how to apply it to your specific situation. So, without further ado, let's talk about it. What you guys have is you guys have two sections of exercise with a fun finisher at the end. Your first section of exercise has 3 exercises in it. With your 3 exercises inside of the first section, what you're going to do is you're going to go through everything 3 times. And then after you've done that, you're going to go back to the top exercise, and then you're going to do that 2 more times for a total of 5 rounds. So it's 1, 2, 3, then you go back to the top one, 1, 2, and that's how you finish up that section of work. The same thing applies to the next section of exercise. What you guys have is you have 3 exercises. It's the first exercise is 5 rounds, second 2 exercises 1, 2, 3, same thing, and then you end the last 2 rounds with the first exercise. Then you have a fun 4-round finisher. What you guys have today is you guys have burpees and jump jacks. You're going to do that 4 times for 20 seconds work with a 10-second rest. That is your protocol for today. Very simple, very straightforward. You're going to notice a lot of patterns repeat, but your exercises won't repeat. That's kind of what I try to do, is I try to have patterns repeat, not necessarily exercises. This way you guys have plenty of variety in everything that you want to do. So once again, you have 1, 2 sections and a 4-minute finisher. That is what you guys have going on today. I say tomorrow because I'm recording it the day before. So that's what you guys have for your Tuesday. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let's talk about, actually let's go the other way. So if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, you guys are going to swipe into the next section of the video, which is going to tell you what your exercises look like and how to perform them safely. Enjoy. Okay, everybody, welcome to section 1. Inside of section 1, you got 3 exercises. It's 5 rounds worth of work for the first exercise, 3 rounds for the second exercises, so you're going through everything 3 times. And then the last 2 rounds, you're going to go over the first exercise. The goal for the first exercise is also do it as heavy as you can. And then the other 2 exercises are just accessory work. So let's talk about the first exercise, which is a slow motion 2-point row. So in a previous video that I posted on Facebook that actually told you how to build your own weights at home, or if you already have weights at home, this is where you're going to grab the heaviest one that you have, and then what we're going to do is, like I said, slow motion 2-point row. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab whatever implement you need to grab, and then from there what you're going to do is you're going to do 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. You're going to place the hand that you're not working on that knee, and then what you're going to do is just slow up, count to 4, hand to pocket, and then slow down, count to 4, until your arm is fully extended. You do 5 on one side, 5 on the other side. So gassy. Why am I always so gassy? That might be a problem. I don't know. We'll figure it out later. Here we go. So once you've done the 5 on one side, 5 on the other side of your 2-point row, or if you can't do it from that position, using a bench or a chair is okay too. What you're going to do is you're just going to put your hand on a chair or a bench, feet between hip and shoulder width apart, same thing. You're going to pull up, count to 4, hand to pocket, and then slowly let it down, count to 4, fully extend it. And that's how you're going to do your 2-point row in different positions, you know, like I said, things just start to hurt. So once you're done with that, the next thing you guys have after that is the skater. So the skater is a body weight only exercise. All you have to do, essentially the idea is you're going to step to the side, and as you step to the side, you're going to slide the opposite foot back behind the front foot, and then same thing, step to the side, slide that foot behind the front foot, back and forth, side to side, pow, just like so. 3 sets, 12 on each side, or 24 in total, depending on how you decide to count. The next thing you guys have after that is a runner's sit-up. So with the runner's sit-up, much like, honestly, it's a runner's sit-up. Let's just talk about a runner's sit-up. So what you're going to do, moving the weights out of the way. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm doing it. But anyway, so what you're going to do, lay flat on the ground. Oh my goodness. After the day I've had, this is awesome. So what you're going to do from here is essentially You're gonna start with one knee up, one leg down, and you're gonna take the opposite elbow and bring it to that knee. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna turn, and then you're gonna switch it out. Pow, just back and forth, pow, back and forth, pow. If it's too much to keep your legs up the whole time, you can rest one foot on the ground while you pow, elbow to knee, pow, elbow to knee, pow, elbow to knee, back and forth until you count either 24 or 12 on each side. So, let me get up. I can do it. Anyway, so what you guys have there is those are your 3 exercises. Perform them as best as you can, as heavy as you can. Like I said, it's 3 rounds for everything, and it's 2 more rounds for the top exercise. Once you guys get done with this section of work, then what I want you to do is take a second, slide to the next exercise section, and then go from there. Cool? Cool. Enjoy. Oakley dokley, everybody. Here we are in section 2. With section 2, we're going to keep it going. We're going to keep it loud. We're going to keep it live. We're going, I don't know, we're not. Because that's just not what I do. I'm entertaining, but at a certain point, energy just goes, we're good. So inside of section 2, you guys have 3 exercises. The same vault rule applies. You have 3 rounds with everything, and then 2 more rounds with that top exercise. Your top exercise today is a reverse lunge from a step. So, a couple of different little things that we can focus on with this one. The idea is 1, range of motion, and also obviously a little bit of weight to go along with it. So if you do not have a step anywhere in your home or vicinity or anything, do not worry about it. That is okay. Just do the reverse lunge with the weight instead of trying to focus on trying to find a step. But if you do have a step, what you are going to do is this. So let me grab a step. I don't know why I don't just grab the things I need to grab. That seems absolutely ridiculous that I don't just grab what I'm supposed to grab. So I have it in front of me. And yet, nay, I continue to just be absolutely ridiculous. So, what you're going to do is you're going to take a weight, any kind of weight. Like I said, with the previous video that I did with homemade weights, if you have not seen that yet, go to Instagram, go to Facebook. They are up there in live forever. And you can go there and you can look at it, and that teach you how to make a weight at home. So what you're going to do is you're going to hold the weight in the goblet fashion. So you're holding the weight here at chest level. And the idea is to start from whatever, if you have a step, great. Start from the top of the step. And your goal is to step back, squat down as far as you can comfortably, and try to get a real good stretch. The idea is you're creating a deficit for that leg that's on the top. You're creating a deficit for it in order to help stretch further. Push that knee a little bit further forward, and then also allow your butt to come down a little bit lower too. Whoop. And then come back up. Now, you're not going to come back up all the way. What you're going to do, whoa, geez, okay. I'm going to come back up all the way. Let's just come back all the way because that's kind of weird. So, what you're doing is, oh, actually you are. That's a whole different exercise. I'm sorry, I messed that one up. Anyway, so what you're doing, step back, squat down as far as you can, and then come back up. Step back, squat down as far as you can, and then come back up. You're going to do 5 on one side, 5 on the other side. And the reason why we're doing so many limited reps, the idea is to go as heavy or as deep into the exercise as you can go. That's the whole purpose of it. You're supposed to focus on what you're doing, either using a weight for resistance or just using your body weight in order to check in and see if you're actually getting a better range of motion through the exercise. So the next thing you have after that is a half kneeling single arm overhead press. That's what the half is, and then single arm SA overhead press, OHP. That's what you guys have there. So now that we're doing that, so what you're going to do, like I said, I'm going to show you with the kettlebells, but like I said, you can grab any weight you want to do this exercise. So what you're doing is you're going to kneel down. So it's one knee on the ground, one knee up. And then from here, what you're going to do, bracing your abs. Remember, when you're bracing, it's not sucking it in, you're almost pushing it out. So it's almost like if somebody were to come and try to gut punch you, you would brace, you would ah! That's what you're doing. So while you're bracing the ab, the knee that's down is the hand that you're going to press with. And then from here, what you're going to do, just going to press overhead. 12 on one side, switch knees, switch hands 12 on the other side. This one doesn't require a super heavy weight. It just requires that you maintain balance during the course of the exercise by bracing your abdomen. So the next thing you have after that is the pullover. The pullover is only half of the open close crunch. Just as a good, I'll say for anybody who's been with me long enough, the open close crunch, you guys know how to do that. Like I said, the pullover is just half of that. So it's just like the top half. So what you're doing, for those that haven't been here long, what you're gonna do is you're gonna lay down flat on the ground, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna lay flat back, keep your arms extended, bracing your core. Up. Just like that for 3 sets of 12. So the idea is you go from overhead to over chest, overhead to over chest. And you're going to do 3 sets, 12 of those. Once you guys are done with that section, then what you're going to do is move on to the finisher. So, get done with the section, have a good time with it. Once again, your protocol for today, what you guys are going to be doing is you do 3 exercises for 3 rounds, and like I said, go back to the top exercise for the last 2 rounds for 5 sets of 5 on each side. Done? Awesome! On with the show. Let's slide to one of these directions. I don't remember which one it goes to, but we're going to slide and go to the final finishing round. Are you guys ready? Awesome. Come with me. Let's go. Now it's time to say goodbye to all our company. But not quite yet. That's right, guys. Now we're going to do the finisher. Yay for finishers! I know you're all excited. And I know if you've read the board this morning, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That's right, kids. We're doing burpees. Yay! So with that, let's talk about how the burpee works. So you have several different versions of the burpee. Many people do many different versions. So I'm going to show you 3 versions of it that as a general rule, most people can perform. So there's the first version that I get most people to do, or at least get them to try to do it as long as your range of motion is actually really good. So what you're going to do is you're going to squat down first, hands on the ground, hop your feet back, fully lie down onto the ground, push yourself up, feet forward, hop, and then yay for burpees. That's usually the first version I show. I try to get most people to get into that. The one that most people that can't do that actually end up doing is another version of the burpee just without the push-up. So what you're doing is squatting down, hands on the ground, feet back, feet forward, hop up, yay! Now, the third version of this, you can do, most people can do actually, because essentially you're just walking through the steps of it without actually doing any of the hopping aspect. So, what you're going to do is you're going to crouch back down, hands on the ground. You're going to walk your feet out, walk your feet back in, stand up, and yay! Now, for the next version of this, if you cannot crouch to the ground, put your hands on the ground and move back. If you can't do that, that's cool. Use a bench or a chair and put your hands on that. So what you're doing is just hands on the bench, walking back, walking forward, stand up, and yay. That is the burpee. And jumping jacks, jumping jacks we've done for years. Most everybody remembers jumping jacks from just being in school, or if you've ever gone and done any extensive exercise programming and any other training sessions, you guys know how jumping jacks work. So it's just whoo, 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 whoo. So exciting for jumping jacks. You're going back and forth between those 2 exercises for 4 rounds worth of work. 20 seconds work with a 10-second break. So you're doing burpees for 20 seconds, you take a 10-second break, and then you do jumping jacks for 20 seconds, and then take a 10-second break. That's round 1. You're going to repeat that process 3 more times after that for 4 total rounds worth of work. Thank you guys very much for participating in all the fun and frivolity that is the exercise protocol that we have here at Titanium Training, LLC. I'm Coach Brian. As always, I am here to help you as much as humanly possible. Please continue to tell people, show them that you guys are working out at home. You don't need a gym to do this right now. We will all be together soon. And with that, enjoy your workout. Have a great time. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Tell your friends all about it. Tag us whenever you guys do post about it. And have yourselves a great